Today, we're going to be running through a crash course in progress billing inside of Zoho Books. So progress billing at a high level is essentially the functionality that allows you to bill in set increments against a large body of work. Oftentimes, you'll see this get used in construction companies or companies that fulfill large projects where you're going to bill on some type of milestone basis. So with that, let us jump right on in. Here we are inside of Zoho Books. First thing we're going to need to do is actually turn on progress billing. It's not on by default. So the quickest way to get there is just to go to this top search bar, search for progress, and then you'll be able to find the progress invoice option here. It actually lives under the quotes module. That's where you'll do your invoicing from. And then essentially here, you'll just need to check this box to enable progress invoicing from your quote. This little learn more option, we're not going to read through this page, but this is a good point of reference as you're jumping into this, just to get all the detail about how this works in particular. So with that, let's jump back on in. One thing I will highlight as we go through this is that it is important to note that progress billing is going to run from a quote or estimate record, not from a sales order. So there are some considerations there just to make sure that that is going to work with your process. But here we can see I've got my estimate and we're ready to actually go ahead and mark this as an accepted estimate such that we can do our progress billing. So in your case, your customer would accept this estimate, but for me, I'm just going to mark it as accepted so that we can move forward. Now, next thing you're going to do is run the convert to invoice process. Now, by default, if you haven't turned on progress billing, it's going to just want to invoice the entire quote amount, right? That's going to be the default behavior, is that you'd be converting this entire quote into an invoice. In our case, we want to actually do our progress bill. Now, there's two ways that I can do that. I can do a progress bill against the entire quote value, right? So if you're just saying, hey, every time that we're through 1/5 of the work, we're going to invoice you for 20% of the original estimate value. So you can do that here. Or if you want to get a little bit more granular, you could say, hey, we're actually going to do a custom amount for each line item. So I'm going to show you in both ways here so that we can have a full walkthrough. First, we're just going to do the custom amount and percentage. So I'll click on next. We're just going to say 20%. Of course, you could fill in whatever amount is appropriate for you. Now down below, you can basically see in each of these line items, you have this amount to be invoiced. So here I have 20% of my $10,000 in services and 20% of my $6,000 in product. Now you can actually make an adjustment here if you want to. So if you did change your mind and said, hey, you know what, I'm going to actually invoice for a little less or a little bit more of one of these sections, you can do so. I'm going to keep mine just to the flat 20% for right now. And then here, I'll go ahead and click on save, and we'll mark this as sent and see exactly how it looks. So now we have our draft here. Just going to, again, mark it as a sent invoice. And now we can see that we have our progress billing invoice set up, connected to that original quote. Now, a couple things I do want to highlight here, just in case they're important for you, is on this invoice, it's not going to actually show that total amount, right? So this is just the total of the invoice, but it doesn't technically connect it on the invoice to the estimate total. Now, what you could do is run a little custom function that could put that value into a field on the invoice so that you could show it here, right? And essentially include, hey, this is a 3272 invoice against your total of X, right? So you can surely do that. It would just require a little custom function to essentially make that connection. Now, inside of the estimate, we can now see this has entered a partially invoiced status. And again, because we've done that progress billing, we can actually convert to another invoice. All the connected invoices here are going to show under this invoice tab where you can see and interact with all of those here. Now, again, I will highlight on the actual quote PDF that you'd be able to send to a customer. Unfortunately, it does not show that total amount that's been invoiced so far. Again, that is something that you could automate, right? So a lot of the times when we've set this up for clients, we essentially have a function that triggers when the invoice gets created that pulls in the quote total so that we can see that clearly in the invoice document when we send it to a client. And then we'll also have a custom function in the invoices module where when those are created, we're summing up all of the related invoices to give that like total invoiced amount into the quote. Both of those functions are relatively straightforward and simple. We're not talking a huge amount of labor, but I do just want to highlight that there are a couple little gaps here that you might need to fill with a custom function. Now, before I move on, I do want to ask if you're finding the video useful so far, please be sure to like and subscribe down below. That's a totally free way to help us out. Leave me a comment with any questions that have come up or that do come up through the rest of the video, and head on over to Zanata.com and click on book a meeting if you'd like to talk about how we can help you with your Zoho implementation. Let's get back to it. Next one here, let's do another invoice for custom line item amounts. So here it's not going to give me the selector through the little pop-up, but if I click on next, and then I roll down here to my invoice line items, I can now make my selections of what percentages I want to invoice. You can do that as dollars or as percents. A lot of the times here, we think about this in terms of percentages. So I'm going to add those here in that fashion. One important thing as well is if I tried to put one of these at like 100, it's going to throw a little like kind of kick me off of that because it's too high, right? It should do a little pop-up there, so if you're listening. But what it's doing is essentially preventing me from invoicing more than my quote amount. So if I've already associated, 80% of the line item with other invoices, it shouldn't let me put in another 40%, right? Because that would exceed 100% of that line item from my estimate, right? So there are a couple of those kind of checkpoints built into this. I will say, again, it could be a little bit cleaner just in giving you pop-ups, but important to note, it'll save you from yourself there in terms of trying to over-invoice on accident against a particular estimate. So at a high level, that is kind of how the progress billing works here. You will have them all connected to your particular quotes, and then each of those invoices will connect to this quote and be created over time. Now, I will also highlight, just while we're on the topic, a normal way that you might think about this is more about invoicing from the sales order module as well, or rather than the quote. A lot of the times this sales order kind of represents that working document that connects the accounting side of the business, being the invoicing, with the physical delivery of product being like the packages and shipment side. I do want to highlight while we're in here, you can kind of pseudo progress bill through that sales order, right? So if I come in and I want to just say, hey, just invoice for half of this, just against a sales order rather than against a particular quote, you can do that, right? There's no rule against it. It does still work. It's just not called the formalized progress billing process, right? And it doesn't have that little UI that allows you to quickly set like 50% against the sales order to auto create the invoice in that amount. But I do just want to highlight, it does still exist, right? It's not like it's not supported. Those functions that I talked about where we're kind of pushing and pulling some data between the quote and the invoice could also be applied here between the sales order and the invoice. So if you're a type of business who's saying, hey, I really need this to run off of sales orders because the packaging and shipment part is important to me, just know you can still do that here inside of the sales orders module as well. You're not stuck having to do it using the default functionality against the quote. It just creates a bit of an easier UI to do so and builds in a couple more of these like checks and balances to make sure that things don't go wrong, right? So, something like this where it's like, hey, you can't do that because you're now going to over-invoice against this estimate. Maybe you need to go into the line item-based billing. I did just want to highlight that at the back end here. You can get it to work with sales orders, just requires a little bit more TLC and maybe a bit of customization to pull in that like invoice total versus the specific invoice amount on one piece of the progress billing cycle. So with that, I really do hope that this video was useful for you. Leave me a comment down below with any questions or other functionality that you'd like me to cover in a future video. While you're down there, be sure to like and subscribe, as that is a totally free way to help us out and let us know that this video was useful for you. And if you need help implementing Zoho in your organization, just head on over to Zanata.com and click on book a meeting. We're always happy to help.